We had loads of viewers come and say hello this morning, which is great. Love that. And then we had one lady, right? This sounds... unfortunately, Ethan wasn't rolling, but this sounds mental. So, I'm stood here, right? 5 minutes ago, I was stood a metre there, right here. Right, you can't see me, so there's no point me telling you, but you don't have to trust me. I'm standing there, right? I'm just going to see what the camera can see. Okay, so I'm standing right there, and a lady comes to me and she goes, "Excuse me, can you tell me where Old Trafford Stadium is?" When I tell you it took every ounce of my being not to send her down there somewhere, or down that street, or tell her the Premier Inn right there, I didn't. I did a good deed today, ladies and gentlemen. I said, it's right there. Is this a fucking wind-up? That happened this morning. Anyway. Right then, we're going to talk about the obvious, but it's the obvious, so we're not going to talk about it first, if that's all right with you. We're going to talk about the less obvious ones, because that's what Transfer Review is here to do, innit? We try and sort the wheat from the chaff, the bullshit from the believable, and whatever the MEN and the Metro are reporting. So, let's have a look at the wild ones then. First up that we're going to be looking at then is Ivan Toney from Brentford, boy. We obviously signed Joshua Zirkzee, and there's still talk that United might sign another striker. And you're like, another striker? Where's he going to play? Unless we're cooking at a new formation, unless we're actually thinking that strength in depth might be an option. Because you're like, okay, when Rasmus needs a night off, then obviously Zirkzee's going to play, right? Okay. But what about when Zirkzee also wants the night off? I mean, you'd think HR would just book it that you can't have two lads going all day at once, and therefore you don't need a third striker. But here we are, looking at a third striker rather than a fully organised HR holiday rotator system. I like Ivan Toney. Insert your own joke about gambling. Is he coming to United? I'd be shocked. Genuinely would be shocked. Genuinely would be shocked if we signed him. But, I've been shocked once or twice in this window. I'm going to be honest with you. So Ivan Toney, Manchester United. Here's what they're saying. MEN is still pushing the idea he could end up at Old Trafford. They said, it's been reported that Toney is a target for United as they look to add further striker depth. Now we have Højlund and Zirkzee as centre forward options. The arrival of Toney would add increased competition for a starting place in the team. I mean, unless we're going to flip to a two-striker system or some sort of a hybrid where you might see more than one player played in that kind of position, it seems a bit mad, doesn't it? But at the stroke of a wand, you're like, well, yeah, actually, you've got a little bit of strength in depth in that area. You've got a little bit of strength and depth with, Mount, if he can stay fit, and Bruno Fernandes. If you manage to get De Ligt and that over the line, you're starting to get some depth in some areas, which is never a bad thing. Actually, it's a really good thing if you look at that. We were down to like 8th choice centre-half at some points last window, or last season even. But that being said, I can't... There's no one credible going, actually, that's like real fucking close to happening with Ivan Toney. So I'm going to say Ivan Toney at the moment can't be more than a 2 out of 10. All right, next in then, Lenny Euro. So took quite a bit of shit from people when I said I think that Lenny Euro to United is more on than people think. Obviously Real Madrid was a big destination for him, but it was never a 0 out of 10. People was commenting so certainly that he wants to go to Madrid. Well, guess what? Thursday night, he was at Old Trafford with a shirt that said Euro on the fucking back of it. So stick that in your tailpipe. We give it a 4 out of 10 last week, just to show you the absolute pace that United are working at. Now, for those not familiar with Transfer Review, I spend the entire fucking summer creeping these things up, one rating at a time, till I'm in a fucking pool in San Diego with a hat on, telling you it's happening. And I didn't even get to do that. We've just gone from 4 out of 10, not even to here we go, all the rest of it. He was in there yesterday, taking photos. It is done, son. And for some reason, Rio's shirtless on holiday, giving him a welcome. I did ask him and he just said, I'm on my hollybobs. He's on his hollybobs. He can be shirtless, I guess. Do you know what? If you win the Champions League and you lift a trophy as the captain, you'd be shirtless. Anyone else, put a fucking shirt on. Euro to United. It's official. It's 10 out of 10. It's done. It already happened. We're on to the fucking next one. And when I say we're on to the next one, I mean we're on to the fucking next one. Thursday night, 8 o'clock, Stevie goes live. Just a bit of a roundup about what's going on. 8 o'clock, as I press live, United also went fucking tweet that shit. All the photos, all the announcements, everything, Lenny Euro is done. I finished my live, I go downstairs and I'm thinking, do you know what? Gotta watch a little bit of telly. Oh, what should we put on? Let's see what's on Netflix. 6 Days I was gonna watch. So a bit of that. Iranian Embassy Siege, lovely. Bosh, let's put a bit of this on. I don't get out of the first scene where the blokes are walking towards the embassy. You know the start of the film? Literally, start of the film. There we go, bish bash bosh, get a text off Ronaldo. Manuel Ugarte, personal terms agreed. Rewind, 20 minutes before that, everyone in the comments on my live are saying, who do you reckon's nexty? And I said Ugarte, and I said the way we're moving, by next Friday, meaning fucking, what date would that be? The 26th of July, I reckon we might have, and here we go, on Ugarte. 20 fucking minutes later, bosh, personal terms, agreed. Jesus shitty fucking Christ. 2 weeks ago we spoke about him and I said 2 out of 10 because there was a little bit of a flurry popped up in like the Wednesday of the week and it weren't really strong links and it wasn't Ornstein, do you know what I mean? It was some random ass website. So you're like, might be something in that, might be not something in that. We'll see how it goes. Well, we give it a 2 out of 10 2 weeks ago. 2 out of 10. Like I said, I don't get giddy with these things. I roll it back. 2 weeks ago, he was 2 out of 10. Thursday night, he agreed personal terms with us. Genuinely, how bad was like Woodward and Matt Judge and all of them lot at their jobs? Because in literally a fortnight, the new recruitment lot have just been moving like football clubs are meant to move. They're like, this young prospect is going to Real Madrid. Nope. I mean, going to Real Madrid is basically reserving your Champions League medal, innit? Who has signed for Real Madrid recently and not won a Champions League medal? Genuinely. It must have happened, I'm sure, but like, it don't feel like it, does it? It feels like you go to Real Madrid, you shake some hands, you kiss some babies, you walk out with your Champions League medal, happy days. No. He's coming to United. Unbelievable. And that was only a 4 out of 10 last Saturday. So, as I stand here to you today now, Manuel Ugarte, and as we said 2 weeks ago, he makes sense. He starts. He's in a position where you want someone to be putting out fires and like grabbing shit as that backward and forward fucking ping pong game happens. He's that guy. To what level is he world class? I don't think so. Can he just do that job though? I think he can. I think he can fill a gap. I did a scout report on him before he went to Sporting. Said he would be an ideal Casemiro replacement. He then gets a £60 million move to PSG, and we're signing him as a Casemiro replacement. United, I am available for hire, but I'm not cheap. Did a scout report on Euro about 4 or 5 months ago. I'm just saying. Starting to come off in it. Because Joe White's coming off because we've got competent football people involved. We're not making all these like Enzo when he was available for the price of a fucking mint euro. And then he goes to Chelsea for like 105 million. You know what I'm saying? There's great players out there that improve Manchester United. But what Manchester United was so insistent on doing for the longest time is paying like 80 million for Maguire, 50 million for Wan-Bissaka. You know, solid Premier League players, but like they were never worth that money. And people go, oh, United have spent $1 billion. Yeah, it ain't on the pitch though, is it? Out of that $1 billion that we spent, 89 million Paul Pogba. He don't even play football anymore. Like 56 million on Di Maria. Pissed that up the wall, didn't we? 75 million on Lukaku, who then went to Chelsea and they fucked him off out on loan. Chelsea was literally like, we would rather pay the transfer fee and you have him than we have him. Just think about how batshit crazy that is. We are moving like a football team, boys and girls. And I don't know how I feel about it, apart from the fact that I'm clearly not going to be doing this fucking show in about 2 or 3 weeks' time, because we're going to be done. Do you know what else I like as well, I must say? I like that fact that when we sign someone, Dan Ashworth sort of introduces them to everyone, doesn't he? It's like, hello everybody, let me introduce you to our latest investment, and here's the top 3 features of this investment, and we're really looking forward to working with him as we pursue even more little fuckers that are going to absolutely ras up the transfer window. So yeah, Ugarte, I don't know if I've already said this, but like, I think it's a 9 out of 10. It's not a 10 yet, right? Personal terms, that's happy days. United seems to be getting that personal term thing before putting up a big public show of a bidding, right? If only we'd have done this with fucking Frankie de Jong. Rather than hoodie dick everyone into, like, United were walking around the bar, right? With an empty drink as well, by the way, because that's what we're like. Walking around the bar with an empty drink, just whispering in people's ears going, hey, we're getting Frankie de Jong, you know. Meanwhile, no one spoke to fucking Frankie de Jong and fucking firmed that up with him, did they? So we're just throwing fucking bids in, left, right and centre, and then telling everyone that we're throwing bids in. I don't mind you throwing a bid in, right? But don't tell every fucker, throw the bid in, get it accepted, get it rejected, whatever, but work on the player at the same time. Now, maybe they did. Maybe like the complication was the contract situation and the fact that Barcelona owe Frankie de Jong like 17 million. And they was like, hey, do you know what? If you leave our kid, you ain't getting a fucking penny. And he was like, well, clearly I'm not just going to give 17 million euros up, am I? Therefore, I'm not coming. But what they've done this time around is they've gone and got the approval of the player. Maybe not quite so much with Euro, but he was here like within a week of the bid going in, so clearly it kind of fucking worked, didn't it? They're getting agreements and they're getting deals done and they're not dragging them out over 18 months. Like literally Ugarte 2 weeks ago, we were like, oh, there's a little bit of a rumour, a 2 out of 10 rumour, boys and girls. A 2 out of 10 rumour, and then Thursday night, they're like, yep, that shit's done. Now I record this on a Friday fucking morning. The speed this club's moving, he might have 10 appearances before this video comes out in the morning. I don't like it. We are out driving our headlights. Where's the 18-month of speculation and pure boredom by the time that we eventually see the guy in a shirt? That's what this club used to be about. Now we're like, just doing it with no fuss. But being real, it shows you how utterly shit the people that were in charge were previously. That they didn't think, let's get a recruitment specialist in. They didn't think, let's get a technical director in. They didn't think, let's put all of this structure in place. The Glazers literally just fucking sat there and played with their fucking cocks and took all the money out and watched this club regress. When opposition fans were like, fucking Glazers have spent £1 billion, mate, what you're fucking on about? They're fucking great owners. You see what I'm saying? They had no ambition. They weren't here for this club to actually run well. They were here to fucking milk the fucker dry. The guys only got 27.7% of the club, and just look how effective it's being run. Just look. They've been here 2 weeks. Some of them haven't even finished their induction. Some of them haven't even been round every bit of the site yet, I reckon. They're still being introduced. Oh, this is Marjorie. She's in the HR. Oh, hi, Marjorie. You okay? Like, they're still doing that shit. And they're probably busting their gut doing 24 hours a day, absolutely off their nut on Red Bull, just trying to, like, make things happen because the speed at which Manchester United are working, and they've not even been here yet. Imagine what next window's like. Referee gives it the fucking boop, boop, boop on a whistle for full time at the end of next season, and Manchester United go, anyway, here's our 7 signings for next season, and we go, Jesus fucking Christ. Do you know what I mean? Our lot almost treated like the opening day of the window as like, okay, now you can start looking at who you want. Rather than like organising that shit over the season. It's so obvious. Matthijs de Ligt. Personal terms, yet again, agreed, supposedly with a wage cut, that's the rumour. And United and Bayern are still sort of haggling it out over the price. Now, at some point last week, it was like, whoa, it's going to be De Ligt or Euro, but we've sold a couple of players and we're probably going to sell a few more players. So actually, it's not just De Ligt or Euro. It might be De Ligt and Euro. I think once Ugarte gets done, like genuinely, by the time I'm back here again shouting at you next week, in fact, I'm not going to be shouting at you next week because next week, my boys and girls, my little pedigree chums, we are going to be in Los Angeles, which is also known as the City of Angels, right? That's where we're going to be doing it from next week. So I won't be outside Old Trafford. I'll be outside Hooters in LA telling you what's going on. It could be done. And not only could that be done, we might also have De Ligt in the bag as well. Now, I think there's probably going to have to be a couple of sales to make sure everything balances out. But can you imagine that we've done that? That we've managed to bring in Xerxes, Euro, Ugarte and De Ligt. And we've only just like got to LA for pre-season. That is not how this club has been moving. De Ligt to United. I actually think it's a very straightforward one to be done. I think it hinges more on the sales of people going than it does on his desire or United's ability to get a deal done with Bayern Munich. And I think you are looking at a solid 7 out of 10 with this one. All right, so some of the other random ones. Jonathan Tah, Leverkusen, not happening. Everyone thought he was going to Bayern. Flettenberg says there's actually no agreement between Bayern and Leverkusen. If Jonathan Tah's on this list, he's a backup to either De Ligt or Euro. The noise doesn't make sense for him to just fucking emerge like out the smoke like stars in their eyes. Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be a centre-back. No, it's not happening. But fuck me if it did. There's also the possibility, with us being like a semi-well-run football club for about 20 minutes, that they're going, okay, well, if you don't want to budge on your price, we might lumber you with Matthijs de Ligt, who you clearly don't want, and go after the target you was going to replace him with. I feel like Tah to Bayern's going to happen. I feel like De Ligt to United, like I said, 7 out of 10, probably dependent on some sales. But I think United might be trying to play them games that seemingly other clubs play that we never got the rules to until this year. Tah to United, 1 out of 10. Hanko, David Hanko, Slovakian, left-back centre-half. I think this is a real sort of like astute signing because the money involved ain't a lot. It would cover a couple of positions where United probably do need a little bit of backup. Again, though, I think he's probably a little bit further down the list, even though I think he'd be a real smart signing if we got him and at such cheap money. I've not seen the noise yet. Again, another one that might be fucking like holding up a shirt by the time we get to LA. But at the moment, Hanko feels like a 3 out of 10. Doesn't feel like there's anything serious in it. Oh, Rabiot. The fact that he's now a free agent, like moved out and everything, this could be this one could go from 0 to 100 real fast. Again, an area of the pitch we absolutely need reinforcements in. An area of the pitch that he plays a nice way of, all right, yeah, it comes with baggage. Like a Samsonite factory. Fucking good player. If his wages aren't like structure breaking, I'd entertain it. I really would. Or maybe give him or offer him. I mean, the guy's unemployed technically at the moment. Offer him a pretty normal basic with some fat ass bonuses in. How about that? Like a unlimited weekend pass to Walton Towers or a Greg's black card. You know what I'm saying? You got to pull out the big shit, haven't you, when you want to try and get a player over the line? Maybe that's the move. Do Greg's do a black card? Like Nando's do a black card. Rio's got a Nando's black card, you know. Bastard. Greg's, hit me up. Well, don't hit me up, actually, because I'll be there every fucking day. And that'd be bad. What are we saying here? Rabiot. Shit, man. Doesn't feel like it's in 50-50 territory yet, so I'm going to say 3 out of 10. Right, here's the outs. Starting on an absolute fantastic one, and I'm not going to do the accent because I don't want to get cancelled before lunchtime. But Steve McLaren to Nigeria. Like, we know he picks up an accent, doesn't he? I ain't going there today. Not today. Not on a Saturday. Not on a Saturday. I'm having a good day today. We got a match. Nah, I'm not doing that. Steve McLaren to go manage Nigeria, though. Like, he's got international managerial experience before. Okay, wasn't technically a success. And I also feel like his role has clearly been diminished with Hack and with Ruud van Nistelrooy coming in at United. So his role has clearly been diminished here to senior first team coach or whatever it is. Now, it sounds like United have gone with the bad cop sort of setup with the 3 assistants and manager that we've got. So Steve McLaren's role of good cop really is like, you know, it's way back in the back of the brain not being listened to, isn't it? Like, lads, should we cuddle? Absolutely fucking not, Steve. So I think allowing him to move on with a job offer like this would let him leave with a little bit of dignity. And I can see this one happening, to be honest, which is an absolute bolt from the blue. But I think it makes a lot of sense. And I think it would work for him. Lagos is a hell of a city as well, man. I just want to see him rocking the shirts. I'd be happy with that. Go on, Steve. You know, it makes sense. I don't know how realistic it is, like sort of 3 or 4 out of 10, something like that. But Stevie to the Super Eagles, make it happen. Scott McTominay, midfielder. I don't know why it's got his position on here. Like, I don't fucking know where Scott McTominay plays. It also says he's 27, in case you was thinking about getting him a 30th birthday surprise party thrown. Chris Wheeler from the Mail has said, United rejected a bid from Fulham for Scott McTominay. United turned down 30 million for him, so I would imagine that they want something a bit closer to that. I think it was 17 that they bid. Yeah, you're going to have to just a little bit on that. It's got to go a little bit higher. There's also been some interest from Galatasaray. I could not see Scott McTominay playing in Galatasaray, I'm going to be honest. But maybe he'll love it. Maybe he'll go down as an absolute fan favourite. Because he can be a bit of a headhunter at times, can't he? and he can kick people. And I don't know why, I get the vibe that I'd go down really well in Galatasaray. They're clearly trying to offload some players. He's clearly a sellable asset. To leave the club, 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10. To which club? I don't know. There's obviously options. Wan-Bissaka. So there's interest from West Ham. United are willing to sell. I've seen 15 million been offered. I think that one will happen. I'm going to say 8 out of 10. Wan-Bissaka, I can see it happening. I think we're going to need to bring in someone that could fill in at right back maybe a little bit. But we'll see how that one plays out. Maybe that keeps Lindelof around. Casemiro. Now, there's a lot of people who've been talking about this one. Supposedly the Saudi transfer window isn't currently open. Dharmesh Seth has said that the interest from Saudi Arabia has cooled. I don't know where he goes. MLS? Can you see him in the MLS? I don't know when their window is either. I can see him leaving. I just got the vibe he's done. Even though, like, there's no evidence to suggest he's done. I just get the vibe he's done. And I think that getting him off the wage bill and getting any sort of cash for him would be a bit of a win, I think, for United. He was awful last season, and it's a sad way to see him go out. And I don't want to see him become a fucking meme. He was too good a player for that, and he deserves way more respect than what he's going to get if he ends up Phil Jones in it here for the next 4 or 5 years. So, yeah, I hope he moves on for everybody's sake, and we can remember that one season we had with him where he was absolutely unbelievable, because he was. But that's it for this week. That was a bit of a lengthy one, wasn't it? Pause. And next week will be in LA. I am fucking sick of hotels, I'll tell you that. Anyway, LA will be good. See you out there.